guess just kind of starting. Is there any thought to try to let them score quicker than they do to get the ball back? Can you kind of maybe walk through some of the strategy on that?
Sure. Obviously that's what we're trying to do is get them to score. But they played smart. They took a knee. It's tough when when you're behind. You can do things differently than when you're up. And so obviously, if you're up and you take a knee, the clock will stop. But with them being down, you can get negative yardage and the clock will still run. So the tough thing was that the play was close there at the end on the 4th down play. It was a bang play. I thought the ball popped out. There was a couple things that happened on that. Obviously, the trouble with our level is we don't have the camera angles, and so we have limited camera angles. So when you challenge things, it's always a hit or miss because of the angles that they have to review. So there was a couple things I thought it was going to be close on the challenge, but again, every time you do that, when there's different angles of things, we don't have cameras right down the line, so it's hard to challenge those with any confidence. So
just to make sure I'm understanding it, so were you more challenging? You thought that he had fumbled on the play?
That he was stopped and he fumbled. I thought both of those things happened. So it is what it is. I mean, that's the ebbs and flows of the game. It was a great game. We knew it was. Orlando's a physical team. They got a lot of really good players. But this is the part that I've been saying all year with the strength of schedule that we have. It's tough to go through game after game with the top teams in the league and get no reprieve. And so we're beat up. We had several people go down tonight. Those are the tough things. So we'll be, meeting early in the morning and figuring out how to retool and how to get healthy. But that's the tough part is, we've had such a tough schedule. And it's, like I said, I really think that, again, the playoffs should be something that's strength of schedule is something that's considered. We've had a brutal schedule. So, like I said, I've been talking about it for weeks. It's just the schedule that we've had. It's tough. It's tough on these kids' bodies. And, we had short weeks and we had all these things that happened and we never, really got, a great situation to play any of the easier opponents where maybe they weren't so physical. So it is what it is. Like I said, we've got to play the schedule that's been given to us and there's really nothing we can do about it but just fight through it and retool and get healthy and get ready for the playoffs.
It seemed like there was a night where there was, a lot of different kind of small mistakes just with the extra point scoring, different things like that. I guess what maybe stood out the most in terms of stuff that you guys need to clean up this upcoming week?
It's just mistakes. I mean, there's not one more important than the other. We made a bunch of mistakes, run the ball, miss block on an easy play for a 2-point conversion. We just made a lot of little errors that we haven't made, and any of those mistakes are, they're all worthy of making you not win. And when you're playing good opponents, I mean, this is the problem is you can't make mistakes against good opponents, and people have had to deal with us, counteracting their mistakes. And we made some tough mistakes down the stretch. We missed some extra points, and we missed some 2-point conversions. I thought that were easy plays that we should have got. And so we made too many mistakes. And hats off to Orlando. Again, it's a good football team. I said that after the first week. I thought at that time they were the second best team in the league. And so, like I said, can't make mistakes and can't let them hang around at home. And if you do, it's always a dangerous thing. And hats off to them.
Do you have any idea on the nature of the injury for Edwards?
It was lower body injury. I'll get with the trainer and the doctor and figure that out. But yeah, we had several people go down. Ferry and Tony had a lower body injury. We're beat up. It's we've been on the road. We've been, like I said, just a tough schedule. We've played everybody. We played West Texas twice. We played Orlando twice. We played Nashville twice. We've played everybody that's somebody in this league, and it's a tough thing to just stay healthy through that whole thing. And like I said, but we'll figure out. We'll meet as a staff tomorrow morning. We'll figure out what we can do to get our guys healthy, and we might have to retool a couple of players and get ready for Billings next week because our road gets no easier. So next week we play a one-loss team, and then we'll turn back around and go to Orlando for the last game and play a very good football team. So we get no break, and we just got to fight our way through it.
How are you going to take this forward, like with your guys? Like look at it as like a humbling moment in the sense of like we're not unbeatable anymore. Like we are like still human. sense? Like, how are you gonna treat this with your guys?
Nah, it's watch the game film and nitpick all the little details that we didn't do well, and it's a learning moment. And like I said, there are some tough football teams in this league, so everybody's beatable. We're not invincible, and we've never thought that for 1 second this whole year. For us, it's just getting through a tough schedule, and so we wanted to clinch a playoff spot, which we have. So we're in the dance. We got to clean up our mistakes and we got to play better football next week.
Sometimes it's easier to learn or to teach or to have that message heard after a loss. Do you agree with that at all? Is this maybe potentially a good thing for the team?
I mean, it could be. When you're on too big of a high, sometimes you do start to feel like, all the breaks are going to go your way. And so tonight, the breaks didn't go our way. So we get to feel what that feels like. Just got to get back to the drawing board. Like I said, we made a whole bunch of mistakes. We left, 6 or 7 points on the field that we just normally would have gotten. And so, like I said, we just got to be better next week. Got to coach better, got to play better, got to eliminate the mistakes, and we'll do that this week and get ready for Billings.